It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them.
Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Young to throw on 1st down. That's to the left side, hauled in by Legette. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he'll get to the 48. That's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
He's going to air this one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Young hands it to Hubbard. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with them the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Gray is the motion man here. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, caught by Worthy.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll look to throw again. This caught right side by Worthy. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Devin Tompkins on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, going to be intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Sending a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll motion over Thielen. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Another run here with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Chiefs on top. and will return to Charlotte in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Here's Young. That one taken in. Touchdown, Panthers.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Canadian-born Nathan Shepard. They're on the stop. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Young. He's got his man. That's Lee Getty. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. This one hauled in by Thomas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing is Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 39 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. He'll bring this up to the 22. George Karlaftis there to make the play. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Young. This one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10.
Panthers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it.
Holding offense.
They'll motion over Thielen. Here's Young. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Drue Tranquill.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Young. A throw left side. Taken in by Thielen. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. they got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
A second down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's Young to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll complete that to his fullback.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Slot receiver headed right. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They don't want a repeat of first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago host.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
And he's going to be close to a first down, up to the 34. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They put Kelce in motion. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, KC.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A give here to Pacheco. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Young quickly out to Leggett. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. the visitors' offense, and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now, a carry for Hunt. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's that man again. Another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Back to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21 to Devian Clowney. They're in run support. They face 2nd down and 7. They put Kelce in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on 1st contact and 2nd contact for that matter.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
Back to the air one more time. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. He's to the 15. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They put Kelce in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Kelce. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll look to throw yet again. Short pass. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got it inside the 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 2nd down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Going up top. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 94 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2. On the give, it's Hubbard. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. He'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the right side, hauled in by Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job there by Kelce moving the chains, and to think he's in his 12th season, Mike, and he's able to continue to produce at such a high level. You can make an argument he's one of the most popular guys in the entire league, and he's still one of the best players regardless of position.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff to Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Gray is the motion man here. On 2nd down, Pacheco. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Buckner's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and Xavier Legette headed back onto the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.